It's true, I've never actually listened to a full Korn record, so how can I call myself METALBIRB if I've never listened to Korn? Well,
hey, you know who lives in this house? A great big phony!
Back in the day, I used to be a hipster D-bag. But all my friends were listening to, you know, Slipknot, Deftones, Korn. I could never get into it. Limp Bizkit, new metal never was my thing. I liked metalcore, I liked post-hardcore, prog metal. You know, I was that hipster again. So when it was a big band, I couldn't get into it. And it was because I wanted to be unique. I wanted to be cool, but little did I know, that was not cool at all. So yes, I'm checking out Korn with their self-titled record. You know, I'm very familiar with the singles. I saw the band live, actually. They put on a good show. Gojira and Spiritbox opened for them. So I'm familiar with Korn, obviously. But this is my first album. So hopefully you enjoy, but this is an edited down version for YouTube. So if you want to watch the full thing, ad-free, no cuts, it's on my Patreon, help support the channel, but this is my edited down montage version here on YouTube. But look, that's all we need for chit chat. So Korn self-titled album reaction. Are you ready? It is a sick intro. I remember when I heard the song live too, there was so much hype. The main big singles from Korn, like Freak on a Leash, Blind, like I like the main singles. Are you ready? I also know of their influence with 7-string guitars. It's no wonder why this band blew up. They got a clear identity. No one else sounds like them. Jonathan Davis's vocals, they're just so unique. I love the emphasis on bass. Ball tongue. Good intro. Ooh, that's a funky little bass section. Ooh. Oh, that was cool, man. This is about losing a good friend. Oh. Every song is rhythmically quite different. And we're only track 3, I know, but still. Dude, I'm liking this more than most of the stuff I heard live. This album is way weirder than I thought it was going to be. Ooh. Jonathan just a fucking little. Dude, that's an interesting song title. I'm assuming it's about people making fun of him, probably growing up or something. That's like what I'm getting. It's like some sort of cathartic, personal lyric storytelling that Jonathan Davis is doing. Being different has led you to be in one of the biggest bands in the world, so as someone who craves originality in metal music, I see why Korn is so massive. Damn, he's actually...
My dick, you fucking like it!
Jesus. Breakdown with some pretty fucking shocking lyrics. Yeah, I don't think he's homophobic. I think it's rather him being bullied. Chutes and ladders. I thought the music or Spotify glitched it, but no, we're getting a long break. Necessary after that. Oh, is this the bagpipe song? Yeah, so I heard this live and it really it shocked me, man. I did not know that Korn brought bagpipes to or played bagpipes in their music. Like I have a Scottish background too, and my grandfather loved the bagpipes, so it's something homey. Very weird when I now know the lyrics. Experimental metal song about nursery rhymes with bagpipes. Alright. Sure. That was weird. Predictable. This is the opposite of predictable, this entire album. Ooh, nice change here. Bum, 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 bum. These feel like some new chords. All right, that was interesting. I like the chord progression halfway through the track. That felt a little bit different. Ooh. Oh, that's heavy. Oh. Good thing there's lyrics. I wouldn't be able to understand the. I went in the bush. Yes.
You fucking call me Bacaco?
Estás Korn. Okay, Daddy. So I've heard this song on a live stream. Yeah, this song is creepy. Very creepy. I feel bad for headbanging to this. Dude, this music is so traumatic. Okay, it was actually written about a family friend, but his parents didn't believe him about it when he went to go tell them. It's really fucking heavy. Jesus Christ, dude. You need to watch Seinfeld or something after this album reaction. This is truly one of the darkest, most disturbing songs I've heard. It's legit like watching a horror movie or a very intense scene from a movie. Like, are we going to get a hidden track? Scared to skip it because I don't want to get too far ahead. So, how about those Blue Jays, eh?
Right there.
There we go.
Come over, take a look at your, because you can't just have pure fuel. You won't.
So I have the meme behind the song because I searched it up, but 5 minutes of silence and then the song's discussion can be heard. An audio clip that producer Ross Robinson found.
No, Jerry, the heating is the motherfucking spring. Hard.
You sound like a fucking prick.
Oh, you motherfucker, you asshole, you.
Why is there a recording of this? Was she trying to get some evidence? Maybe he sounds kind of abusive. Abandoned House too. What a fucking creepy record. Way to end it. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, so let's move on to the album review. Okay, so I may not have been like a new metal fan back in the day, and going into this, I can definitely respect it for what the album is, especially for the time it came out, 1994. I was literally only 4 years old when this record came out. And it's so incredibly forward thinking, and it's so ahead of its time. Just hearing other music from the 90s, hearing bands that I listen to today that still incorporate the same kind of 7-string chugs. It really feels like something completely different. It's also one of the most disturbing albums that I've heard. Now, going into Korn's music, I know that it's going to be heavy. And I know that it's going to be a little bit on the disturbing side, but I didn't realize how intense it actually is. I thought, me being like the metalhead, person that I am and a big fan of horror movies, so like it's nothing to me, right? Like, but Daddy was actually really, really dark. Even though I've heard that, it never gets easy to listen to. But the rest of the music, like, even, I'm not going to say it, Fidgets, that song, like, was still very, very thought-provoking. The lyrics in this were all just so intense and angsty doesn't seem the right word to use. It kind of is, but people take it the wrong way. But I mean that in a positive way. That just, it feels very cathartic for Jonathan to really let out all these things that he's saying. It's almost like these different voices in his head with these different vocal styles that he's doing, from going harsh vocals, the whisper vocals, and to the melodic stuff. It's, when I say those three styles, so many vocalists implement those same kind of styles, but it's Jonathan's back and forth and repetition that makes it feel like voices in his head that he's just letting out through the music. There's something, again, very cathartic and intense with this record, and I can see the appeal to it to a certain crowd, and the reason why Korn has such a huge following. The music really spoke to people that might have felt isolated, that might have felt like they were like, freaks or had some trauma. This really feels like a outlet for people like that. And considering that a lot of music didn't really have it, especially in this angry, heavy, intense style in the 90s, this really feels like a cathartic listen to some people, but also it was advanced through the musicianship. So I know that Korn has always been forward thinking with like the 7-string guitars and some of the riffs, and it's so apparent in this record. I saw them live and I enjoyed a lot of the stuff that I heard, but it's really the mesh between the bass and the drums and the element of funk that I really liked in this. It's weird. It's got like a lot of funky flair and like a fun beats. It's not so heavy, but you can act like it is heavy at times, but you can still like, jam out to the grooves of the music. It's a very groovy record at times. So I'm quite surprised by this record, because another reason why I'm surprised is that I saw them live only like 2 months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care for them live. I was there for Spirit Box and Gojira, and their music appeals to me a little bit more. But if Korn's live show was this record, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. The emphasis on metal and the 7-string guitars and the vocal, the wordplay was just such an interesting listen, especially, again, since it's 1994. Some of the lyrics here are really intense. Even Clown had some intense lyrics too. Although Jonathan's lyrics are a little bit on the surface level side of things, to be completely honest. They're nothing, it's very on the nose what he's saying, but at least it's his delivery that I think is what makes it so special. It's not necessarily like the words that he's using, but it's the delivery. It's also the choice of being so vocal with these words. Writing a song like Daddy and just being as their debut album is kind of crazy. You really don't hear bands take these kind of risks to write these very intense songs like that are almost just like letting out too much and being way too vulnerable, even with your bandmates or something like that. So this was very, very interesting, engaging, forward thinking, and really, really cool. I understand the appeal to Korn a lot more because of this record. Now, I think the theme of this video for me is that, is this going to turn me into a new metal fan? I've done an album reaction to Limp Bizkit. It's on the Patreon too. I've done like all of Slipknot records pretty much. I know they're like new metal, but they're also like, they're just metal. But the point is, I'm starting to appreciate new metal a little bit more. But to be completely honest, it's still not really my thing. Going back to 1994 and listening to this, I understand the appeal and I respect it more now, but I can't say that it's something that I'm going to go back and listen to so much. I even saw Korn recently again, like I keep mentioning, and I wasn't entirely sold. So just like when I saw them live, I understand the appeal and the demographic who likes this band. Not really my thing too much, but I really, really was blown away by the forward thinkingness of this record. Especially considering I wrote off Korn back in the day and just like, ugh, Korn sucks. Like I was like one of those kind of people. And now actually hearing, I'm like, no, this is actually cool. Friggin' Daddy, like that song, I need to watch like a sitcom after that, man. Like legit, that's what I'm going to do. That was intense. But yeah, this was still a cool listen. Like it feels weird to review and like give numbers to old albums like this that are also considered like classics to many people, but I'm going to give it an 8 because of how forward thinking it is and how there's not much else quite like it. Korn is such a distinctly unique band. Jonathan Davis's vocals are so unique. The guitars, like everyone in this band is so good at what they do. For 1994, this still sounds good today. Like what, 30 years later? Crazy. So 8 out of 10 for me, but that is my thoughts on Korn's self-titled record. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. So comment down below. Spice up my life. Guys, is this Korn's best record? I'm curious to know like the legacy and how you guys feel about this record. You know, I saw a lot of Korn fans. I met some Korn fans recently. I know the people are crazy about this band, but let me know your thoughts on why this band is so special to you and why this record is so special. But also, if you're new MVB, then feel free to check out all the other album reactions and reviews. You know, there's Limp Bizkit, like I keep mentioning, Slipknot and stuff, some Deftones. Like there's a lot of like the big metal bands on here. Also, feel free to join or feel free to participate in the Patreon polls. This is the reason why we're checking out Korn, is because it was the winner of the Patreon poll album requests for November. Also, feel free to join the Discord if you want to keep up to date with what's going on in the modern metal scene. Also, share your favorites like these 1994 records. Then join the Discord and meet some friends. But thank you for supporting the Patreon. I truly appreciate you. But on that, thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Peace.